Hey YouTube, this is Alice at Wonderland Speaks. And guess what I'm cooking today? I got a big pot here, making my my spaghetti / meat sauce. And of course I got my pasta there. Those are Barilla spaghetti noodles. And this time I used Prego and Ragu. Now when my kids were at home, I used to use Ragu all the time. Okay, I've got my, I love mushrooms, especially in my sauce. And I've got mushroom and peppers, of course pineapple, because I love fruit. So, now you might be wondering why I'm separating, because it's got some, it's got a little bit too much oil / water residue in it, and I don't want all that in my sauce, because I don't like watery sauce. So, I haven't really decided if I'm gonna put all this. Got some meatballs I made. I didn't really plan what exactly I was gonna do with this. I just knew I was gonna make spaghetti. So as it turns out, I went ahead and made some meatballs, and I've got some ground meat here. Actually, it's turkey. It's turkey, so I'm gonna mix this up. And I've got the oven open. That's why I like for my sauce to cook a really long time on very low, so that it doesn't burn. You want to constantly stir it. To think, this is a really big pack of mushrooms, but you can't tell. You can't tell by looking at this. I haven't even tasted it, and that's not like me. I always taste as I go, but I haven't done it. I don't know. I think I'm kind of at a point where if it's not right, it's just not right. I'm not cooking it for anybody but me. Oh, let's see what we got here. Well, actually, it's good. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting an aftertaste. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. That's whole oregano. Yeah, that's what that is. So I'm going to have to let it cook for a while. It hasn't been on that long, probably 2 hours. I'm going to let it, I don't know. That's why it's good to taste as you go, because you don't know what you'll come up with. So yeah, you don't taste it right away, but you do taste it. And these are the meatballs that I made. Now you might wonder why I got so many pots. Well, I'll tell you. I got so many pots because I don't know if I'm going to do meat sauce, because I like meatballs. So I don't know if I want to do a pot with sauce. Let's see. A pot with meat sauce, or a pot. I need something kind of big. I must be in somebody else's kitchen. I don't know where stuff is. For those of you who don't know, I moved recently, so I'm still adjusting. Whew. this is going to be like a sauce slash meat. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I mean, I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do. I'm going to clean out my... Oh, goodness gracious. I'm trying not to make such a big mess. Because I can really make a big mess in the kitchen. And then, who do I have to blame? I'm getting some of this liquid. I don't want all this oil in my pot. So, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so what I'm doing now is I'm going to make some, as you can see, I'm separating this, and I'm going to make a meat sauce. And you might say, well, why do all that? Well, because what this will do for me is it'll give me meat sauce, It'll also give me sauce with just meatballs. And you might say, well, my goodness, that's an awful lot of work. Well, I'm doing it for me, so I can always change it. If I decide, nah, I can just put all that together, I can do that. Okay, and again, all this has to cook. I'm going to put this pot on the stove, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and you can't see, I don't know, this is awfully big. Okay. Okay, bet you can see that. This has a lot of liquid in also. Now, normally I would drain this, but because I want to stay on camera, I'm not. I'm going to be careful, try to drain it off as I go. Because I do not like when I'm making like chili or something like that, and it gets, and I would never just pour over into my chili the meat and not drain it. You always want to drain it. Because for those of you who wonder why you get that big layer of grease on top, it's because you didn't drain it. And as I stated, this is turkey. And in this smaller pot under here, the one with the meatballs, that's beef. So that's another reason to separate it. So you might say, my goodness, you use a lot of pots. Well, you know, when I started out, I still didn't get it all. I got some of the liquid. I'm going to have to drain this meat so that I don't get all that liquid, because I don't want it in my sauce. And fortunately, this does have to cook. Now, anybody out there who wants my recipe or wants to know exactly how I did all my craziness, you know, send me a comment and I will tell you what I did exactly, because I be doing a lot. Because I never know what I want until I do it. Now, if I had a timeline, I'm going to drain this this broth off of here because I don't want it. That noise you hear is me in the sink with this meat. I'm loud and messy when I cook. Now, the messy part comes from me. It comes from me when I started out. And when I first started cooking, it was in a big kitchen, institutional, meaning commercial kitchen. So that's where it started for me. So even though that's been decades ago, I still cook with that state of mind, with a lot of pots, a lot of utensils. Some people just use the same spoon or fork for one thing. No, I don't do that. I constantly, as you can see, I got all sorts of forks and spoons out here, spatulas, just everything I could think of. It's just a habit. It's a good habit. That's why I didn't break it. So I'm draining off this liquid, and I'm going to put it, and see, that's the thing about turkey. Ground turkey will have a lot of liquid. Okay. Good thing I got big skillets. And another reason, that's a stainless steel spoon, and I don't want it. This is a Teflon skillet. I don't want to ruin my skillet by using one of those spoons and it'll scrape the bottom. And then I'll be wondering, why is my skillet sticking? Well, it's sticking because you scraped all the Teflon off of it. And I'm not going to do that. So now, what I'm going to do with this is my meat sauce. And it's the ground turkey. I'm going to put it in the oven and let it do its thing. Let it cook slow, because it's early. It's not like it's 7 o'clock in the evening. No, it's early. So I'm going to put this is going in the oven, and I'm going to cover it because I don't want to put my lid in the oven. You know, when you buy these pots and stuff, sometimes they'll tell you that you can put the lid in there as well. I'm just, it's a precaution I take, because sometimes it can take all that heat and sometimes it can't. So I just err on the side of caution and do it that way. This is going to be on for quite a while. So that's in the oven. It's going to be in the oven on probably 350. And this is the meatballs. I'm going to put it on low. Yeah, this kind of stuff you want to cook it low. Don't cook high. This is the meatballs. Okay. Now you might say, well, I want to see a plate. Okay, I'll show you a plate. Oh, let's see. I'll use this. I've stated before that oftentimes when I do this, I have prepped, and I have lettuce that I've made already, and I wash it up, chop it up, and bag it up. And that's what this is. I did it, I think, yesterday when I went to the store. So that's how I do it. So I will have a salad. I'll have a salad with that when I eat. It's a little early for me, so like I said, what I'm doing now is just preparing. I also have some breadsticks in there that I'm going to use. Now, YouTube, I just want you to know I'm doing this for you because my sauce has not cooked enough yet. So, because I want you to see, let you see a final. Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some more oil on that. Now, if you have a situation where your noodles look like they're a little too, you can take, this is my Kraft Zesty Italian. You can take oil, you can take this dressing, use what you have in your kitchen. And this way, your noodles won't stick. You just want a little bit, which I did put a little in there, but apparently I've got more noodles than I thought I had. So, now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take, and I'm going to take this sauce and do it like this. And where's my grater? Oh shoot, I forgot to put that lid back on it. Oh goodness. Let's see. I just did this. What was I thinking about? Okay, I'm taking the lid, I'm putting the lid back on my Parmesan so that I can show you. So basically, here is, now of course I can put some more sauce with it, but I'm sure that's going to be enough. And then just take, and of course that always depends on you. If you want to add more, if you want to add more parsley, you know, all this is totally up to you, how you want to do that. And here, let's see, maybe it's better if I do that. And you can't see. There it is. Okay, so now that's spaghetti with meatballs. There's my pasta in the pot. Also my spaghetti sauce with meatballs. And up here, my sauce. My big pot is cooking. It's simmering very low. I can show you here. See that eye? It's on low. As I stated, you want to do stuff like this on very low. And the oven, it's going to be on probably 325. Again, this stuff's going to cook really low. And this, if you recall, I just put this in here. And this is my meat sauce. It can do the exact same thing. So, as I stated, everything has to cook. It's going to cook slow, and then it'll be ready. Again, if you got any questions about anything you've seen here today, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll know when I'm putting out content.